getting paid to freestyle. Different cities every week now. Every woman is...
Hey, everybody, it's the Coach. You're tuned in to
Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee. Grunge music and, of course, rain, and we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. On first down, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. He gets it to Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. This unit against the... pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. To the air again, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Newton now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of the team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a... Those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 of the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On second down, McCaffrey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On second down, it's Logan. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Wilson now to throw on third down. He's got Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to
through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now he'll let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. Second and 5 now. Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Newton now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second-down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. To throw is Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Thomas, the intended target.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Wilson flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. They had the short field, and they made quick work. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll...
The smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it is...
And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. They'll come up 2nd and 6. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. It's Logan, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that'll set them back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
After that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Being chased out left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on second down. Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield. So you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He'll find Metcalf. Oh, no, he lost the football. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. Bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim?
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 40, the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Switch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw, Newton. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Logan. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games in a set.